I want to tell you my secret now.
Somewhere in the human mind, my dear Francesca, is the key to our existence.
Whatever you do, don't fall asleep.
I think my dog is snoring. So, okay. I don't know if y'all noticed, but I'm in my comfort zone. I talked about something in an earlier video, which was my nighttime walking around the city during, the lockdown. And that was about comfort horror. So I want to talk about what comfort horror is and, well, at least what it is to me. So the idea behind comfort horror for me is like kind of like a horror movie you can run to. And then, the atmosphere is just a rainy, evening or morning. Morning's nice too. And you got your Hershey bar, and I like Hershey's. And you've got your coffee, and you put on The Others. Or you put on Autopsy of Jane Doe. Or, you get what I'm saying. These things are comforting to me. And they are something that I run to, when I'm having a stressful day or I just want to relax. It's my personal ASMR. And I know for some people it's different. It can be on, a spectrum. For some people, Hostel is like, that's their thing, baby. That's something they zone out to, and they're like, that's my thing. I always thought it was bizarre that horror was comforting because it's horror. It's horrifying, there's people dying on the screen and, ghosts in their chains going, ooh, that's not comforting people. But there was something about it, even since I was a kid, where I would, see a haunted mansion and, rain and, ghosts, and I would just, totally zone out, like you do to, ASMR videos. And I was like, what is this? What the hell am I feeling? This is, bizarre, because some people just be on edge, but for some reason it was making me sleep better. It was also like that with, with video games. I would, escape the daily horror of my life and run to a horror video game that I could control and that, I could just play, with the blanket and over my head. And, these things were always I felt very protected by them. And, I think I've noticed a lot of people, who like the horror genre, that's their favorite genre, also feel the same way. I've talked to some friends who are like, yeah, man, I totally feel that way about horror. It's something that they run off to.
Wendy, stay away! Darling, light of my life. I'm not gonna hurt you. You didn't let me finish my sentence. I said, I'm not gonna hurt you.
I'm scared to close my eyes. I'm scared to open them.
She just goes a little mad sometimes. We all go a little mad sometimes.
That's distracting, it needs a cute puppy. So some of my favorite horror or comfort horror movies I personally like to run off to. Well, I'm gonna name The Others. So a funny story about The Others. Well, it wasn't funny then, it's funny now. I drank an entire bottle of cheap wine, and I, got on Skype and was being all stupid with my friend. And then the next day, oh, the pain I felt was, there's not enough words in the dictionary to describe the pain I felt. But I cried a lot from the pain. But I was like, you know what? I need to put something on to take my mind off it, you know, just to relax. And I put the others on, and it was perfect. It's, except for like the first scene, because you know it's the very first scene is pretty loud, but then after that, everyone's kind of like whispering and they're wandering down these, you know, dark corridors, and everything's like lit by candle, and it was just very relaxing to me, and it helped me through the most awful hangover I've ever been through.
When you're hurt and scared for so long, your fear and pain turn to hate, and the hate starts to change the world.
Listen to them, children of the night. What music they make.
Enter, my lord. Come from your prison. Come from your grave. For the moon is arisen. Welcome, my lord.
And it's just, I want to talk about this miniseries so bad and have an excuse for talking about it. Rose Red.
Houses are alive if we're quiet. If we listen, we can hear houses breathe. We say haunted, but we mean the house has gone insane.
Everyone shits on me for this obsession I have with Rose Red. I don't even know why it's an obsession. Like, I love it. It's like, it's such a, like, it's an old miniseries from 2001, I believe, 2001. I'm well versed in it. I know the dates. Anyways, Stephen King wrote the screenplay. I'm gonna be like a connoisseur of Rose Red. Rose Red is my favorite miniseries. It's one of those TV shows that I've always like run back to. You know, it's older, and you know, like I know a lot of people like are like, oh, it's not even that good. It's cheap. It's this. First of all, shh. It's awesome. I think it's spooky. Like, there's something about disappearing into a house that's just, I've said this in my last video. I think I said this in my last video. No, I didn't. I didn't say this in my last video. I think I cut that out. It's like you disappear into a house and you're never seen again. Like, it's just, my imagination just runs wild. Like, what happens to that person? Like, they just, like, do they live in the walls? Like, if you're thinking really literal about it, like, they're just, like move, like, inching themselves through the walls. You know, it's just, or are they going to, like, this another dimension where it's, you know, hellish landscape? It's just such an interesting premise, and I highly recommend it. It is older, but it's definitely worth checking out. The story alone is just so haunting.
Listen. Listen. The children of the night make their music.
I think that sometimes the world of the dead gets mixed up with the world of the living.
I'm not even gonna swat that fly. I hope they are watching. They'll see. They'll see and they'll know. And they'll say, why, she wouldn't even harm a fly.
Comfort horror is an individual thing. It's not like, oh, well, it's this movie or that movie. It's all about what makes you comfortable. That's what comfort horror is. So if you guys want, in the comments, you can, you know, talk about your favorite, you know, comforting horror movies and, you know, have a chit chat. And I will see you guys next time. I'm Mina Edwards, and if you liked my content, make sure to subscribe press like and hit the notification bell.